Hello lads and ladies, and welcome back for another video on the channel. Today is Chesterfield against Fleetwood Town. Now Chesterfield are going well in Sky Bet League 2, but I still feel they're quite a little bit off their very best. They've still won 6 of the first 12. They've got 21 points on the board. They've got a really good front line, the likes of Markandy, Mandeville, Dobra, James Berry. They've got the likes of Dylan Duffy, Bonis as options. At the back, they are gettable. They've got experienced legs in the likes of McFadden and Che Dunkley. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. It would mean a lot. And if everyone can drop me a like on this video, we've not been hitting like goals lately. Let's go for 150 likes. Let's see if we can hit it. Every single like means a lot. So arrived here in Chesterfield, big game for Fleetwood, need to find some consistency. Start the season well with 2 good victories, after that lost our way a little bit. Last few weeks we've won, we've lost, we've won, and it's just finding that bed of form. And yes, a win and a loss averages you 1.5 points a game. It would be 69 points, of course, so far this year, but I want more than that. I want the performances to be better. I feel we've been covering up the cracks a little bit with these victories. I think against Harrogate and Colchester, I thought we were fortunate to win both games of football. I know you've come from behind, you scored 7 goals combined in those 2 games, but you're very fortunate to win those games of football, in my opinion. And we've got to start being tough to play against, because I don't think we are at this moment in time. We've got a weakness at the back, a long ball over the top and you're in. We need to be tougher, we need to be stronger, we need to win our individual battles. It's going to be a stern test. If Fleetwood can come here, we need to make a statement. The Cod Army need to make a statement. I don't feel Fleetwood have made a statement in any game with performance or result. I feel they've just got by. Now is the time. I said it at Notts County, we got beat 1-0. This is, if we can come here and get a result, Fleetwood make a statement, back it up then, and that's 3 victories on the spin, or go on a bit of a 7-8 game unbeaten run. All of a sudden you think you include Chesterfield away in that. That's a statement. It'd be a big result for the Cod Army today. I'd take a point. I think it'd be 1-1 today. I think a point will be a good result if you win the next game. Of course, all of a sudden you think, oh, over a course of 5 games, you've won 3, you've drawn 1. That's 10 points. 2 points a game. That'll progress you. Phil Gittins, Fleetwood looking for some consistency. We are 1.5 points a game, but it's finding those 2 wins in a row. We've done it, I think, a couple of occasions this year, but trying to find that consistency to get us up the table.
Yeah, it's been a problem now for the last 2 or 3 seasons, in all honesty. And that issue continues to be something that's blighting Fleetwood's progress this season. You look at it coming into today, 2 consecutive home wins, albeit one of them, of course, against Leeds under 21. So in that respect, they're coming into the game with a bit of confidence. However, you look at the last 3 away games in the league and they've lost all 3. Huge test, because Chesterfield undoubtedly will be one of the favourites for promotion come the end of the season. So it is a real test. Fleetwood could come here today and get a positive result. Then the confidence it gives them, the boost it gives them going into what we're heading now, aren't we, towards the Christmas period.
It seems like Fleetwood playing patches. What would you put the inconsistency down to?
It's the biggest question in football, isn't it? There's 92 teams up and down the league looking for consistency. Fleetwood in that respect no different, but I think it has become something that's a bit of a recurring theme over the last few years. The only way you get through it is by getting out there on the pitch and putting a run of results together. Maybe it takes a bit of good fortune that means that you go on to have 3 consecutive victories. But as I say, if you can come to a ground like this today, that not only shows a team that has that organisation, but it also gives you a huge boost in confidence.
If Fleetwood are going to get something today, they're going to have to be good defensively. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think everybody from outside Fleetwood Town Football Club will look at this game and think Chesterfield are, obviously favourites, no 2 ways about it. I'd like to think they can get a point. It's going to be very difficult. I always find it difficult, really, to give an exact scoreline, but as I say, if you offered us a point right now, I'll be back in that car and going home late.
If you had to push you for a prediction, what are you thinking?
I'd like to say a 3-2 victory to Fleetwood, a repeat of last week, but as I say, if you gave us a draw right now, I'd take that.
I think everyone would take a point here, but a win would take us up along the table nice.
22, number 24.
These are a good football club, good football inside, play the right way, attacking heavy, score a lot of goals. they concede a lot, but their mentality is if you get 3, we'll get 4, and the front 4 is unbelievable, and it can create problems. James Berry, someone I'd like to highlight. I watched him in his early days at Macclesfield, and we've got the likes of Dobber in this side, and it's a very, very good side, and he's going to need Fleetwood to be resolute, strong at the back, physical, a battle, but Fleetwood can come in and score goals.
Fires it in towards the back post, and this time it does count as Will Davis knocks the ball down in at the near post, and Fleetwood Town lead here by a goal to nil. And it's Will Davis, the goal scorer, with his 6th of the season by Town goal.
Absolutely brilliant start from the Coddarm, and all it was lacking was a goal, and Fleetwood have got that in the first 7 minutes. I felt the Coddarm could come here today and play, and that's what they've done. They've got at Chesterfield really early, and he's had an opportunity. Graydon's had one disallowed. This one will count. Set piece again. Olé, olé. Fleetwood's so good at them last season. Maybe it lacked that a little bit at times this year, but it's a really good delivery on the money. And there was Davis to head home. It's a good finish, and Fleetwood lead 1-0. We said about that first goal was important. The Coddarm have got that now. Now we're going to have to see a different side to them, what they're about. But a good start, Phil.
8 minutes on the clock here at Chesterfield.
Ethan Ennis offers this team something that I've not seen for many a year. Pace, acceleration, trickery, really gets forward. Phoenix Patterson-like, but I think that Ennis excites me a little bit more than Phoenix in that forward area. He's licensed to get forward, and he gets it, and you can see the Man United quality about, maybe not at the moment Man United quality-wise, but you can see why he plays for a top-end Premier League club. Lovely. Yeah, that's exactly what Chesterfield do. They get the balls out wide, cross into the box, and they're very intense. They don't just stop. It's one after another. It's wave after wave. I don't think they've really created too much, but a really, really nice, well-worked goal.
Given so much time and space there.
Yeah, Mark Hanley just got into the box and created space for himself, but it all comes from those wide areas, how wide Chesterfield are. They spread you as a team, and that creates gap. Yeah, great response. Chesterfield had a really good moment in the game where they got the goal and just spreaded Fleetwood and utilised Fleetwood's wing-back issues, where their attackers really got a ball into the box. There was loads of room there, and Fleetwood in the box often give room out, but again, chance to respond here.
Will defensive partnership, a lot of problems.
Will Davis and Ryan Graydon can definitely cause this partnership problems because they're quick, they're agile, they're strong, they're physical, they can hold it up, one can run in behind, and really asking questions. Fleetwood are just, when they get it, rushing it a little bit too much for me. Not making Chesterfield think it's just a long ball that McFadden and Dunkley can just head away. Fleetwood struggling to get the ball, kind of the foot on the ball in the attacking third really. They're all right playing at the back, but as soon as it gets into the Chesterfield half, they struggle. And I think Matty Virtue's been silent. And yes, he's just come back from injury, and it can be hard to grow in. The whole season, Matty Virtue, we've not really mentioned his name. He got 9 goals last year, I think it was, in all competitions, just shy of that 10. We're not really mentioning his name. I want him to get forward and get our defenders. And yeah, Harrison Neal is the most tenacious player you'll ever see in your life, and I seem to get that in about every week. He'll just put his body on the line, and that's what I like. It's a typical Harrison Neal game. When you're in a scrap, you're in a fight, you're going to sit bodies behind the ball and see breakers down. He can do that. When the ball is behind him, he struggles. When the ball's in front of him, he's okay. When Fleetwood now get it, they need to slow it down. Every time, they're just rushing it, kicking it straight away, trying to get Graydon in behind. Graydon's not getting it, waving his arms about, losing, frustrating, and then that's affecting his game because he's so frustrated. You need something to stick. Mark Ham can get his foot on the ball. Mark Ham has got the qualities. Virtue's come off as we thought he would. They'll replace each other. I want Ham to get as close to the front two as he possibly can. Oh! Wow, what a mad 3-minute period, and that's normally where Fleetwood would normally go and concede, especially after having a chance. I said there'll be a moment in this game where I thought Fleetwood would have a big chance. That may be it. Again, I think that Davis didn't really expect it. He was cold, he was on his heels, and he just had to accelerate and gather all the pace and momentum himself. And again, didn't expect it. I think full credit to Zach Hemming in goal, comes out, makes a gap very, quickly, and it doesn't really give Davis any time, but good run. 85 minutes, I'm actually impressed with how Fleetwood have done today. That they've not been glamorous, they've created a couple of opportunities, got a couple of set pieces, proper away performance at a good side that with good players, and not at the best yet. I think we're playing them at a good time, if I'm honest with you. I know they won last time against Salford and they're unbeaten at home, 4 wins, 2 draws before today, but we've set up well and well drilled and frustrated them. Yeah, 10 minutes too late for me. I just think that he's tried to stick with him and try and get the ball in behind. For me, there's no ball in behind. You can keep them on, but you need to create something for them. It's been a frantic 10 minutes. Fleetwood have kept in the game. Chesterfield have had a lot of the ball. They've threatened the goal. You've been on edge and you thought, heart in mouth moment, but they've not tested Jay Lynch too often. These are the types of games over the years Fleetwood have lost 2-1. We've been in this situation too many times that Fleetwood have lost it. Don't lose it, get a point at the bare minimum. There might be another chance or two on the counter. Yeah, nervy times for Fleetwood. It just screams 2-1 Chesterfield from what we've been through before as a football club. And again, big, 5 minutes added on, would you say? We've been there before.
Involved in the thick of it there, the ball in towards the near post and breaks off and change.
Full testament when I say this to Chesterfield that I'm really delighted we've come here and got a point, a 1-1 draw after going a goal up even. And Fleetwood didn't have a shot on target in that second half. Chesterfield had 1 shot on target in that second half. Not many times did we say Jay Lynch made a good save. I didn't think Chesterfield were amazing. I didn't think Chesterfield were, wow, unbelievable. They were better with the ball. They utilised the ball well. They got the balls into wide areas. They got crosses into the box. Heart in mouth moments, but I think that's just being a supporter, isn't it? And being connected to the football club. If you look at it, the Cheltenham game was disappointing. You kind of go back through those games now. In the last 4 games, you've won 2, you've drawn 1, you've lost 1. It's better, slightly better, but a good point away at Chesterfield. So, 1-1 here, it ends at Chesterfield. Good point. That's full testament to Chesterfield. I'm celebrating a point away from home. Everything I wanted from an away display from Fleetwood Town I got today. I got grip, I got fight, I got bodies, blocking balls, I got a real unity, I saw a togetherness. I actually saw a bit of an identity, I actually saw a bit of structure, I actually saw a plan. And I thought we executed it really well. And I think they mentioned that the lads trained really hard in the week, and I could see that. Really, really good performance from a defensive side of things. Now, you've got to go and do that in a front attacking way. And we created 3 or 4 opportunities ourselves. Ennis had one, outstanding. He's a flary player. I really like him. Davis scored a goal. Graydon had one disallowed. And there was, I thought Davis could have got in at the end and scored himself, but unfortunately just didn't quite happen. But overall, we've come here, got the next result will determine this. If we lose next week, it's like, well, we went away from home at Chesterfield, but we can't beat Aki at home. If we win that all of a sudden, you think from a 5-game period, you've taken 10 points. Very impressed, very happy. First time I left the ground, upbeat and thinking, you know what? I've seen something today, and we've won games of football. I wasn't quite happy last week. I wasn't happy against Colchester. Barnet was delighted it was the opening day. Bristol Rovers, speed camera at the time, weren't they? I think they got beat again today. But a good point, positive to build on, and who knows, that might be the result that kicks us on. This is a tough place. The atmosphere will get bouncing as the season goes on. They're a good team, they'll get better. Fantastic point. Thanks for watching today's video. Please give me a like, please subscribe. It would be appreciated. We're on a journey together, but I'm delighted with that point. Onwards and upwards. Go on the cards. Thanks for watching.